r/ask Reddit. Platonic friends of pornstars. What is the best, worst, and or most awkward story from your friendship with him, huh? I got this. I worked at a library of all places with an up-and-coming porn star who went on to make a name for herself later on. Her BF got arrested and got some jail time. I remember letting her borrow a Jim Morrison biography so she could send to him to have something to read. One day, she says excitedly, "Look, my BF wrote me the sweetest letter." She hands me this elaborately decorated letter, kinda like Lorida Arret style if you're familiar with that, with roses and shit. On the top right corner was a very well done portrait of her, only, she had his dick in hand and her mouth wide open. She showed this to me, without even the hint that it was kinda weird. Like, it wasn't funny or purposely over the top. It was, to her, romantic. Bonus, she had a sister and once commented she was always considered the pretty one. The family always said I was the one with nicer tits though. Bonus number 2. She said her dream to get married in some classic hot Chevy convertible at a drive-through ceremony in Vegas while her and groom gave each other oral in backseat. Dead serious. I have a very sweet friend who is a porn star. She's like any other friend, only sometimes she might hand you a brochure full of pictures of her asshole. That's fine. Edit. Her name is Ella Darling and she's a goddamn pioneer in VR porn, and just launched a new VR porn service called Cam4VR. Worth a look if you're a perv with a VR headset. She also did a really funny YouTube show recently called Boss Bitches of History. Go check it out. When I first joined the army, I met a guy who was a bisexual porn star. When it first came up in conversation, I really wasn't ready to receive this news and was caught off guard. He was doing an exercise that basically allowed him to master his craft. He was practicing keeping it hard. Now, when I say, master his craft, he was basically walking around completely naked with a massive erection and he was flexing it and doing some focused meditation shit. I dunno. It was just weird to see, and then he started talking with me like nothing was going on. I asked him later why he thought that was a good time to talk with me about the day. He responded by saying that he needed a distraction. These porn studios are filled with distractions and losing an erection while on set is unprofessional. I nodded and went about my business. Confined quarters. Not like I had much choice. Edit. Didn't expect anyone to actually read this. So for clarification. Private 2-man room. Plenty of space between his side of the room and mine. Walking around was more or less him on his side of the room and me on mine. Lots of space between us but definitely limited privacy. Not really pornstars, but I grew up with 2 girls who did a lesbian scene together for Girls Gone Wild. They were both pretty in a trailer park kinda way, but their personalities were shit. During high school, at a river party, some 50-ish-year-old guy paid them $100 each to sit topless on his boat while he jerked off. One dropped off the map after picking up a heroin habit. The other is one happily married with 2 kids and is a teller at my bank. I have a friend I'll call Bub. Bub is about 5'5" and has an 11 dick. It's ridiculous. Unfortunately for Bub, he's also got no game whatsoever. He only got into porn because he literally could not find anyone who would have sex with him. Now he's been in porn for a long time and doesn't know how to behave around girls who aren't porn stars. He's both fun to take to bars and terrible to hang out with at the same time. You'll be chatting up a girl or something and he'll just come right over and say something like, "I'd fuck that ass. Can I buy you a drink?" What? Come on, dude, at least pretend you've talked to a girl before. But no, that's Bub for ya. No clue how to talk to real girls. Has threesomes with super hot pornstars every week for money. Edit for clarity. And because this is getting more traction than I expected, I haven't actually gone to a bar with Bub in about 6 years. We used to hang out regularly when I was single, but we don't hang out anymore now that I'm married and our mutual friend moved away. I hope he's doing well. Edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. To show my appreciation, I'll regale you with another Bub story. Our mutual friend was having a Super Bowl party and about 15 people were there, including Bub and me. Bub went down to his car to get something and our friend the host yells out, "Hey everyone, Bub's a porn star." How funny would it be if he came back and we were all acting like we were in a porno? Everyone was drunk so everyone was into it. No one got naked, but we all took a bunch of poses and pretended to be banging each other all over the apartment. The host produced a giant double dong from somewhere and started waving it over his head. Seriously, it just appeared out of thin air. I think he must have had it hidden behind a couch cushion or something. While two of the girls started making out and another guy pretended to hit one from behind. That sort of thing. We're going nuts. Bub walks in and without missing a beat just says, "You're doing it wrong." He picks up his beer and goes back to watching the game. Edit 2. People keep asking for more Bub stories. I'll be honest, I only really hung out with him in the context of our mutual friend, so I don't have too many, but I'll put the other good ones here, and, if needs be, I'll ask our buddy if he's got any more good ones. But since this is now my highest voted comment ever, I have to do you guys proud. So, by popular request, here's Bub at the classy nightclub. Bub and I and two other friends were upstairs at a very popular bar and nightclub in La. We were friends with the bartenders, so we're all drinking for free. Girls are dancing everywhere, on tables, the bar, occasionally with one of us for no reason at all. Life was good. One girl walks up and starts grinding on Bub. This never happens. Usually he's too quick with the gross and off-putting comments, but it was loud and we were drunk and she somehow managed to sneak in there real quick like a chipmunk and get up on him before he noticed. The other three of us are stunned. A girl is dancing with Bub, and Bub is grinning like a teenager seeing his first boobie. He's not even dancing with her, but just smiling and pointing at what's happening to make sure we all noticed. It's hilarious. And then suddenly she stands bolt upright. She spins around. "What the fuck, dude?" she says. "Just because I'm dancing doesn't give you the right to feel me up, asshole." Let's be clear. Bub is standing up with both arms in the air. One is holding a beer and one was pointing down at this girl's ass grinding on his crotch, but is now palm up like I didn't do anything. We all notice this at the same time. I notice, our friends notice, and the girl notices. It's like slow motion. We look from his hands, down to his laughing face, down to his pants. The anaconda has risen, and apparently it felt just like a hand sliding up this girl's thigh. The three of us think this is fucking hysterical. The girl, however, has an even more shocked face than before. "Are you fucking kidding me?" she says. "We're dying." One of the guys literally snorts beer out of his nose. The girl gets down on her knees and straight up grabs his dick. My eyes are tearing up, it's so funny. Bub, for once in his life, says nothing at all. This girl then yells, as loud as she can over the music, "Wonder, you've got to see this guy's dick." TBH, the name wasn't Wonder, but I don't remember what name she yelled because I was laughing too damn hard. Her two friends come over and all three are down on the ground grabbing at Bub's jeans and giggling. "This is too much for Bub." "Alright girls, let's do it," he says, and unzips his pants and whips out the monster. And that's the story of how we got kicked out of the nightclub. I did get the number of one of the girls though. Bub got nothing, because they were all terrified it might eat them or something. I know Mindy Maynard as she's known around Olympia, WA. My roommate invited her over one night before I met her. I had no idea she was at my home when I went downstairs in my underwear to get a banana. Perfect timing for a banana. We introduced ourselves and I casually mentioned I was a fan. This was a bit right after her disappearance from the industry. She was excited I was a fan and she quickly went from 10 to meet me to 100. She pulled me in for a kiss and let me touch her vag a bit. Her and my roommate were on meth and I didn't know. She started roaming around my condo naked, playing my roommate's upright bass. Smeared her period blood on her face like war paint. I went upstairs to not cock block my roommate. But I was a little pervert and decided to listen to their convo. He was just trying to fuck and she kept on asking him to smell her butt. I do it. I got a few pics. Here's one of us and the banana. Damn, I'm a little late to the party on this. A friend of mine was a male porn star. I used to give him rides to shoots and stuff. I got to mingle with a lot of very beautiful actresses, and sometimes hang out on set between shoots. Well, one day a few of the actresses and I were standing out by the parking lot smoking cigarettes, when this dude that looked like a slightly taller Danny DeVito rolls up in a bright fucking pink Cadillac DeVille. He looked like a total sleazebag. Gold chains, half-buttoned houndstooth shirt, exploding chest hair, the whole 9 yards. He walks up to us and grabs one of these girls by the arm and starts dragging her to his car. I'm just standing there in shock. All the while, she's promising that she'll never do it again and begging that he doesn't tell her mom. After the shock wears off, I yell inside that some greasy motherfucker was stealing one of the girls. Within seconds, about 6 male porn stars and a bouncer come running out. They pull the girl away and proceed to beat the ever-living shit out of this guy in his car. He peels us out of the parking lot and was never to be seen again. Turns out, he was some kind of rival porn director pimp. He caught word that she was shooting for someone else and tried to take her back. Apparently the girl's mother had no clue she did porn, and the dude was threatening to tell her. The girl cried for about an hour, then decided to come clean to her mom before this dude told her. Well, as she's standing there talking to her mom, I notice an immediate night and day difference in her mood. Apparently her mom did porn in the 80s to help support the family after her dad died, then told her not to worry about anything and how proud she was to have a daughter ballsy enough to tell her. Tears of shame quickly turned to tears of happiness. I saw her a few times after that, but I think she stopped doing porn. Shit, I'd pay to watch this movie even if it wasn't porn, especially if you could get Danny DeVito to play the bad guy. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, and we'll see you in the next one.